That was a dream I had at the age of 10. I was sitting in a Russian taxi, and the taxi driver, after finishing his last ride with me, was going to take his little daughter home. Suddenly, the music radio broadcasted an emergency alarm, saying that the entire globe was about to be hit by a special kind of cosmic radiation, and urged everyone to urgently take shelter. Both the driver and I were puzzled by the sudden news. On a clear night with no clouds in sight, we both got out of the taxi to investigate what had happened. At this moment, I saw the sky resembling snowfall, with tiny white particles appearing in the air. However, these particles were not falling from the sky. Instead, they instantaneously grew directly from the air. Looking around at the buildings, white crystals grow unobstructed from the walls of the houses, as if these things are growing from the gaps between every atom. Not just the ground and buildings, but also those originally tiny white particles in the air are growing rapidly. They are stationary in the air, each particle at a fixed position, growing quickly in all directions. At this point, I started to panic. I see crystals starting to grow on my hands. The pain feels like an explosion of stones in the gaps of my bones. In an instant, the same thing starts growing on my arms and face. What truly terrifies me is the taxi driver in front of me, with large crystals bursting out from his skin, even piercing through his two eyeballs. He utters incomprehensible sounds from his mouth, with something growing out of his throat blocking it. Then the entire space is growing these crystals, more and more of them, filling the air. I can no longer see anything around me, except for these white, continuously growing things squeezing the little remaining space. In the end, nothing is left in front of me except white. I am stuck in this white world, unable to move no matter how hard I try. My heart beats nervously, and suddenly I wake up from the dream, drenched in sweat from the fright.